Welcome back to Our Community. Susie Thomas visiting with Sue Bennett and Jan Zwick from the Canton Fine Arts Associates. And, okay, you mentioned, Susan, that the big thing, and everyone knows this one, Christkindlmarkt. As a shopper, it's always amazing to walk into the whole Cultural Center for the Arts, and you kind of do take over that entire cultural center during this weekend. And everywhere you look, there's something really unique and really beautiful and fabulous to be able to do all your Christmas shopping ahead of time, but with something that you're not going to find anywhere else. I cannot imagine the work that goes into this, so that's why you ladies are here today. First of all, you're already starting on it, are you not, Jan?
Yes, we've already started. We're trying to get new vendors. We love some of our old vendors that are favorites for everyone, so I would like everyone to come.
Yes. Is it too late to be able to apply if I'm a vendor or if I know somebody? Maybe I've been to another art show and I saw something that was very cool and I think should be included with Christkindlmarkt's events. Is it too late to be able to apply?
No, it's not too late.
And how do you do that?
You would have to contact our exhibits chairman, or Susie Thomas you can call her, and she'll refer you to the correct person and their email and everything.
Okay.
There's also a website that Susie can refer you to. But yeah, we are very fortunate, and I don't think a lot of people know this, that we have so many talented artists right in the whole northeastern Ohio and tri-state area, and we do have artists from all those areas that are coming to Christkindlmarkt. And why are they coming? Because they have managed to handcraft an item. It might be jewelry, it might be ceramics, it might be a beautiful hand-woven scarf. Textiles, like I said before, they're very big this year. And so all those artists come, and you won't find it anywhere else because these are handmade.
Now, this is a juried event. What does that mean?
A juried event in the arts means that even though you may apply, not everybody will be accepted, because being that we are promoting the museum and also the proceeds go to the museum, we have several categories that you must be of a certain standard. We'll just put it that way. It doesn't mean that anybody's bad or anybody's good. It just means, that we have standards, and there is a small group of people that know the arts and know quality, and they are, quote unquote, the jury to see who and what gets into Christkindlmarkt.
So the jury is made up of artisans themselves. We don't need to name them because we don't want them to get hate mail if somebody doesn't make it in. But
no,
can you tell us a little bit about these people, their backgrounds?
Yeah, we do have a couple of people who have art appreciation backgrounds, but then we also have actual artists, working artists, and so they bring a different perspective, of course, because they know the arts from the inside because they do it themselves. In fact, I have a list of the award winners from last year. Not that I'm going to tell you those, but some of the awards are Best of Show, First Place Fine Arts, Second Place Fine Arts, First Place Fine Crafts, slightly different. Second place Fine Crafts. Then we have Best Booth, because everyone of course gets a certain size booth, and some of them are just remarkably decorated. Again, there's a holiday theme to Christkindlmarkt. And then of course we have 4 honorable mention, and the jury then during Christkindlmarkt goes around, the judges I should say, and that's different from the jury. The judges go around and make these awards, and it's quite an honor. It's quite an honor. There's
no wrong answer to this, but in your mind, what would be the difference between a fine art and a fine craft?
In my mind, and again, this is opinion, and that's why we have, again, professionals doing not only our jurying, but doing our judging. A fine arts would be something you'd see in a museum, like a painting or an item of pottery. Again, everything is handcrafted, whether it be fine arts or fine crafts. Now, fine craft would be, just as I mentioned, I'm thinking of this one that I saw last year. It was just breathtaking. A hand-woven scarf. Absolutely can be beautiful, and that would be a fine craft.
So something I might use every day or something I might
Correct.
wear
Correct.
would be a craft. So art that you wear
Right.
or that you use, art that you look at and admire would be more of the art. I'm just trying to get it in
Yes,
my
that's
mind.
right. That's a very good explanation. That is correct. Of course, there's always gray areas. And we
Sure.
leave that up to the judges.
Sure, exactly. That's what judges are for.
That's right.
So when you go to Chris Kindle Mart, Jan, what has brought you into, I can't imagine the hours. What makes a person say, sure, I'll share that? What were you thinking, Jan?
When I go to Kris Kringle, I always look for the jewelry because they are the most unique, one of a kind, and usually the prices are within my reach. Now, I do enjoy the clothing because there again, that is handmade and it is fine quality.
And you're willing, because you enjoy it so much, you're willing to pull all this together.
Yes, yes. It's always been a dream of mine to do this.
Yes. Cool. Very cool.
Yep.
Through the years, has there been anything that just really surprised you as far as something a vendor brought that really sticks out in your mind? For me, it's those Santa Clauses. They are incredible, made of fabric,
Yeah.
and they're tall, and the fur and the beautiful hand-carved faces that they're able to portray. But those are always breathtaking. And I think if you're planning on buying one of those, you should plan on spending about $300 or so, correct? They're just absolutely beautiful.
Correct, though I will tell you that in recent years, those same people, that same vendor has come up with smaller, less expensive versions.
Oh.
For maybe you just want something on your coffee table or
Yes.
on your sofa table, and you don't want a great big Santa. You just need a little tiny touch of something. So they have now more of a variety. But I agree with Jan, the jewelry. I can't even imagine taking a piece of metal and turning it into jewelry all by myself. I mean, it really is astonishing. And
The whole day of Chris Kindle Mart, whichever day you pick, has something special. Now you're bringing in some special entertainment. Who can we look forward to? And we love her.
Jan and I are so excited about this because we personally love her, but I think our guests are going to be excited too. We have the rare privilege of welcoming Robin Swoboda, who is, of course, a celebrated television news anchor, talk show host, and actress from Cleveland, best known for her career on television and radio, but she also now has a weekly column in the Akron Beacon Journal. And so most of people living in Northeast Ohio know Robin and know that she has just a wicked sense of humor. She's
funny.
so much fun, and she will be our guest celebrity on Friday, November 10th at Chris Kindle at 2 p.m. in the museum library.
Okay.
And I just warn you, it's first come,
What's she
first
gonna do,
served. Oh, she's
Susan?
going to do the most fun program. We're calling it That's Life, because Robin will be giving little funny anecdotal stories about life, but it'll be focused on 5 various themes of the holiday. For instance, holiday gifts. And when you think of holiday gifts, you think of Chris Kindle Mart. And so we're going to have an example of a holiday gift on the table behind Robin, and she's going to talk about that particular item. But then she's going to relate it to something in her life, a funny story, like, oh, yeah, that reminds me of when I was at the so-and-so. So it's going to be funny, but it's also going to be interesting and give all the guests ideas about what to buy so-and-so for Christmas. And then we also have holiday fashion. We have holiday memories. We have holiday decor and a couple other little ideas. So Robin is going to entertain us as well as educate us. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
And you're right. Her stories, it's cliche to say I got a million of them, but she truly has a million of them. And just great personal stories that nobody can tell quite like she does.
No.
You have food, you have music, other entertainment. What all do we look forward to at the Christkindl Mart experience?
Well, in addition to Robin Swoboda and, of course, all of our wonderful vendors, we also have 2 eateries always at Christkindl Mart. One is called The Bistro, and it's a little smaller, more casual place with beer and wine, sandwiches, fruit and cheese plates, that kind of thing. And then we also have the cafe, which is in the Cable Hall. It's a larger room, more cafeteria style with more full meals, salads. It could be, sandwiches, what desserts, whatever people want. With, again, we have full complement of beverages, including beer and wine. So you can come for the day and start your holiday shopping, go and have lunch, and then go to see Robin Swoboda.
Do you recommend this for all ages? Who is Christkindl Mart for?
Really, it's for anyone. And there may be some things that interest some people more than others, but we find a great variety of people. Could be families. We have a lot of families because it's a holiday-themed event, and one of the first in the area to be a holiday-themed event. And we're going to have Santa Claus walking around.
Oh.
And so you just never know who might like Santa Claus. And then we're also going to have some strolling musicians walking around. And you know what? There's nothing like Christmas music in the background and holiday original crafts, and then the decorations, and then you can have lunch. And it's just going to be wonderful.
Awesome. And I know I probably shouldn't do this out loud, but we're working on getting Lisa Troyer there as well. Yes, and some of her music. So many thanks to Lisa Troyer and to Bunker Hill Cheese for sponsoring Robin Swoboda.
That's correct.
And making sure that she can be there for all
That's
of us. How do people reach you, get involved with fine arts? I'm sure you could use some more volunteers when it comes to Christkindl Mart and other things. What's the best way to reach you?
Best way, of course, is to really just call Susie Thomas at the Canton Museum of Art, 330-453-7666.
All right. Susan Bennett, Jan Zwick, thanks so much for all you're doing in our community.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.